Hey, Alliance Northwest family. I'm excited to share a handful of updates with all of you today. First thing I want to talk about is district conference is coming up. And this is my personal invitation to you to join us at district conference in Alaska this year. And if I could just say this plainly, this one really matters. For years, our Alaska pastors have faithfully traveled to Washington and to Oregon to be with us. And this time, we get to go to them. And that matters more than we can realize. Your presence is more than attendance, it's encouragement, it's solidarity, it's family. I also know that for some of you, finances can make a trip like this feel out of reach. So I have some good news that can make a difference for those who are a bit tight on finances. We've had a generous donor step in to help offset travel costs for those who need it. So if finances have been a barrier for you, I do not want that to be the reason that you stay at home. If you have a need for scholarship dollars to help you get to the district conference, just simply email Christy, my executive assistant, and that's Kristy, Christy at alliancenw.org. And she'll let you know how we can help. And beyond that, this is going to be a rich gathering. You know the theme, you've seen it, it's all. And our keynote speakers are CNMA's new president, President Jonathan Schaefer, a Mark DeMaz, who's an author, a pastor, and the founder of Mosaics, and our own Brian Hafferty, pastor of Anchor Church in Tacoma. And we have some workshops that are dialed in. This time together isn't just filler content. This is formation. This is alignment. This, my friends, is mission. This is a time where we come together as leaders around who we are and what God is calling us into as a district family. And yes, I know, for licensed workers, this is part of our shared commitment and obligations, right? To show up at district conference. But more than that, this is an opportunity to be renewed, connected, and reminded that you are not doing this alone. I truly want you there and look forward to seeing you in Anchorage. Second thing I want to give a shout out about is the annual reports. And a sincere thank you from me to you for filling them out. I think we had our highest percentage ever of getting annual reports done. And I know that that is not your favorite part of ministry to do. No one wakes up excited to fill out those reports. But you know what? You did it. And it really does matter. It helps us see the whole field. It helps us discern where God is moving. It helps us lead better. And this year, many of you leaned into the new story section. And I just want you to know how much that meant. Reading what God is doing in your churches, in real lives, in real communities. It was powerful. It was encouraging. It's grounding. I'll be sharing some of those stories at district conference because we need to hear them. And we need to celebrate what God is doing amongst all of the churches in the A&W. And I need to also speak a brief word because I also know you are heading towards Holy Week. You're heading towards the Easter season. I have always said through my years of pastoring, Easter is the Super Bowl of the Christian year. More people who are not yet following Jesus will walk through your doors than at any other time during the year. But that's not pressure, that's opportunity. So I want to frame this moment carefully. I get a weekly multiplication minute from Craig Whitney, the author of the book The Antioch Way of Church Planting. And I read recently in one of his multiplication minutes, he said this, that we're entering the Easter tunnel. Do you feel that? We're entering the Easter tunnel. And you're likely obsessed with sermon outlines, social posts, volunteer capacity. It's the biggest day of your year. And the temptation is to focus on who is coming and instead of who is leading. Did you catch that? That's it. Easter can really become a trap if all we see is the crowd. But if you're a multiplier, if you have a multiplying mindset, Easter becomes something else. It becomes really a stress test that reveals future leaders. So, over the next few weeks, I want you to pay attention. Who's stepping up? Who's carrying weight with grace? Who's emerging that you didn't expect? Don't just count attendance, identify leaders. Now, here's an idea. Just pay attention to pick an area, greeters, kids ministry, tech, a cleanup crew, and ask your team leads, who are you noticing stepping up right now? And is that someone that we haven't noticed before? Write those names down. Watch them, invest in them, because the crowd is for the moment, but the core that you develop, that's for the movement that God is creating in your churches. All right, a final word. We have put together something and we're putting it in your hands that I believe could really shape your next season deeply. Steve Fowler and the team here have built a 40-day Pentecost prayer guide. And I want to frame why this matters. Just think about this. The prophets of the Old Testament spoke with trembling excitement about a coming day, a day when God's Spirit would be poured out on all people. They longed for it. They anticipated it. They dreamed about a reality that they would actually never see. And yet, today, we often give more attention to Christmas and Easter than we do to Pentecost, the very moment that fulfilled that longing. Why? Why would we celebrate the arrival of Jesus, pause for the suffering of Jesus, go all out for the resurrection of Jesus, and then be silent about the moment the Spirit of God came to dwell in us and on us? Pentecost is not a side note. It is the reality that we are now carriers of the presence of God. This guide is designed to help you and your people prepare for that reality again. Each day is pretty simple. It's a short scripture, reflection, a prayer prompt, including ancient breath prayers, and a question to carry through your day. Uh, Built in is every 10 days, there's a space to pause, to look back, to notice what God is stirring. And it's not complicated, but it's intentional. My hope is this, that over these 40 days, something awakens in you and me again, a fresh awareness, a deeper hunger, a renewed dependence on the Spirit of God within you. You can download the prayer guide off the district website, or you can get a daily text reminder by sending the word prayer to 478-280-3971. So, friends, you're leading in a significant moment. Easter is in front of you. Pentecost is coming. And we have a chance to gather together as a district in a way that strengthens all of us. You're not alone in this work. And I'm grateful for you. I'm praying for you. And I am looking forward to seeing you soon in Alaska.